Welcome to the Figure Zone. If you'd like to see some more of these cool 1/6 scale figures, please subscribe. Thanks so much. Today we have the Dawn Phicen TBLeague 30th anniversary figure, I guess, here, 1989 to 2019. I got this figure not too long ago. Never had 2 minutes to open her up. I just took the plastic off, and that's as far as I've gotten so far. Box art is pretty sweet. It's the actual figure, and the figure there too. This is a pretty heavy box because this is a Phicen body, which is a metal skeleton. And also, I think there's a huge chunk in base in there. And here's the back. Here's one of the original drawings there. And there she is with, I believe that's Lucifer's halo in her hand. So let's check this thing out. Open this up. This has a magnetic two-side opening, which is pretty cool. I like that. Let's move that out of the way. Over here you get the TBLeague explains the introduction. They were formerly known as Phicen, now they're blah blah blah. So this shows you what you can do with the figure. Be careful of doing certain things, how to put heads on shoulders. This is just a basic kit you get in every single body. Not specific to this one in general, but just every Phicen body usually comes with one of these things right here. Pretty cool. It's good to know. Protect your figures at all costs. Alright, here we go. Tray 1. Figure comes usually with the head off, which is cool. It protects the figure. And you get all the cool stuff in this little styrofoamy, plasticky stuff going on here. You got styrofoams, plastics. And then when you lift up the second layer, you got more of the stuff down here. And you got the base, and you got some extra pieces down here, which we'll go over in just 2 seconds. Let's check out what she's got. Something really quickly to go over. When you get this figure, the boots are just pretty much like one piece down here, and they want you to take the boot off and slide this piece on and then stick it over top, then put the boot back on. If you're going to do that, which I don't recommend, you have to be extremely careful. I pulled these off. It takes like 200 pounds of fracking force. Now, I've got kung fu grip. I do freaking fingertip push-ups, but this took like 200 pounds of pressure to yank this mamba jamba off to get the metal skeleton ball joint down there. And then when I thought I got it back on, the legs would just flop. The feet would just flop around. I thought I completely broke it. But what happened was when I was trying to put it back on, I didn't realize that I had to pull. This piece of the skin was getting caught inside there. I had to pretty much take this thing and pull the leg, the pant leg, to expose the skeleton like this far. And fracking jam that thing as hard as I could into there to hear the pop. It was the victory pop. But still, I thought I broke the figure. But now the figure's back to normal. The feet are nice and tight. So don't even bother putting these things on. It's just a pain. When I was doing that, I was pulling so hard to get the freaking foot off. The foot went flying. My other hand went flying. I hit this piece right here. I completely just broke it off. It went flying like 30 feet. And you got to be careful too, because these little pokey things are kind of pokey. And if you push too hard on that, you're going to poke the lady areas there, and you're going to make a freaking hole in the costume. And you don't want to rip your costume. So if you can, if you don't care, don't put these things on. There's no point. It caused me a whole day of going, I ruined my figure. I've got to spend $160 on a new figure. Just don't do it. And that's one to grow on. Here's some of the accessories that come with your Dawn figure. A lot of times TBLeague will give you the figure and pieces won't be attached so they can fit the figure in a little bit easier in the box, or for pointy reasons. These actually go on her boots. You're supposed to pop the feet off, and these kind of slip on the front of the boot here, and here's the back of the boots. You got like some spike edge going on. Looks pretty awesome. You got serious weathering going on there. Same thing with this one here. That is awesome. That looks really cool. Just thin plastic. I'd advise heating these up a little bit first, spreading them on too, just in case, because you don't want to like rip anything on the figure, because parts of there could be sharp. And here's the arm gauntlet pieces here too. And these can slide over, pop the hand off, slide these things right up. They seem pretty smooth on the inside, so no sharp edges like some of the other figures have little sharp pieces on there. Again, that looks pretty nice. Very weathered too. Got some wash going on inside there. And the crevices. Get over there, where are you going? Rollers. We got her choker here. These are always cool, but sometimes it's hard to get these things on. And then kind of the neck almost like hits it. So put it on if you like. And if you don't like it, it's cool. And sometimes heating these things up too helps too, because the necks are usually the rubber body-ish going on there. So when you're trying to get this thing on, it's very hard. You gotta like squish it on the neck and kind of push and pull around to get this thing on. It feels like you shouldn't be doing that. Over here, what are you doing? We have Lucifer's Halo. It looks pretty sweet. This is what all the battle is all about. What Dawn was originally tasked to retrieve Lucifer's Halo, and she decided she doesn't want to give it back. Next thing you know, there's a giant war going on. Everybody wants the Halo. And we have her sword. Great job on this. All plastic, but it looks metal. You got the handle over here. You got a sweet design going on there. That looks very nice. And over here in the hilt, very cool. You got jaggedy, pointy pieces all over the place. That is awesome. It's cool. She's got different pieces coming off over here too. Protect the hand from getting it chopped off. You'd think a lot of the Star Wars guys learn about that stuff. And again, pointy, very pointy. That's very pointy. And it looks like real metal, but it's just plastic. It's got like little marks in there. It looks like it's real pitting, like it was really forged. Very cool. Now, this giant Mamba Jamba is her spear slash staff. This is massive. Got some great design again. Plastic again, of course. There's all the pitting. It looks like, again, it was hammered and forged. And this thing is fracking huge. This is 15 inches long. So this is massive. And you got a cool little point right at the end there. Great job on this. Again, it's all wood. It's got a little bit of give to it. No, sorry, not wood. Looks like wood. It's got some give to it, which is cool. So you don't have to worry about like super stiff or super heavy. If this was like all die cast, this thing would weigh like 12 ounces. And that would be a little bit too heavy. You'd be weighing the figure down. Heavy die cast is cool, but sometimes you get it in the hand and the hand goes when the die cast piece is in. So I prefer these. It looks awesome. Got a couple pairs of hands on her right now. She's got a basic pair of open hands going on. So those work over here. We have some holding hands. So she can hold the spear staff or holding the swords or holding whatever. It's cool. They're a little malleable too, which is nice. You can move those around. Not to worry about super stiff hands trying to put stuff in. Again, you can move these things a little bit too, which is cool. It's almost like little trigger fingers going on there in case you want to give her some rifle or something like that, I guess, there. So, or pointy fingers going on. Same thing with this one too. Pointy slash trigger slash holdy hand. Again, malleable. I like that. That's cool. You don't sit there and have to hold it for 5 minutes in your hand to warm it up a little bit or try to heat it up with a hair dryer to get things in there. That's no fun. Okay, here's where things get crazy. This is the giant, massive base you get with this thing. Get away. This is heavy. This is very freaking heavy. It's nice. It's got little foam on the bottom there too. TBLeague. So it'll stay in place. But yeah, this thing weighs like 1.5 pounds at least. It is fracking heavy. And then you get a cool angel wing piece, which is very heavy also. This thing is thick. And you get more of a demon wing over here. And we'll show you about that in a couple seconds. What's nice here too, you get a stand. So this thing is a metal stand with a grabber. It's got some little grabby pieces on here. Pop this into there. Then you can pretty much stick that in the stand piece here. And then you can have her in a stand. That's awesome. I like stands. Stands are good. We have some apocalyptic New York, or New York after like a football game. And we got a broken stop sign going on here. We got a one-way street sign. So that's pretty cool. And we got a Broadway. So yeah, nice. And now these things all like pop into the base too, which is cool. You can see there's a little piece down here. You put this one over in here. You could pop this one down there. And on the back, there's all kinds of yeah, that way. There's some different little pieces over here. So you can pop 2 of these little signs into here. So you can pop this into here. And you can pop the other one into there. You can have the stop sign piece just laying down on the ground next to her. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's an awesome idea. I like this. This is a giant chunk of a street going on here. Awesome idea. And plus you got a stand to actually put her on. A lot of these guys would just come with the base and no kind of stand at all. So you got an actual grabber, which is cool. So you don't have to stick this thing on top of a grabber or attach one, which is never fun. But yeah, very heavy pieces. Very cool. Awesome job, TBLeague. And again, TBLeague, great frackin' job on this figure. This is what she looks like when she comes out before the gauntlet pieces are put on and before the leg pieces are put on. So this gives you an idea what she looks like. That sculpt is absolutely amazing. She's got the tears going on the one side. She's even got some earrings going on there, some little hoop earrings, so be careful putting on your head. You don't want to pop an earring because that would not be fun. So got the rooted hair, of course. But yeah, that head sculpt just looks amazing. You got the outfit with the little poofy pieces over here. You got some arm gauntlet pieces up here, some bands. And again, when you come down to here, you can see there's a little bit of plastic underneath there. Leave it on, it's protecting your body. And plus, when you put the gauntlets on there, you're not going to see that plastic at all. So it'll totally pretty much disappear. This piece, you got to kind of move around a little bit. It does move a little bit. Be careful it doesn't rip your figure, because this is like a spandex piece up here with the skulls on there, so you don't want to pop into that and rip it. Hands again, open hands, very nice. This is just a plastic piece here. It's all one giant piece. You can see it moving around, and it slides around a little bit, so I guess that's kind of cool. So if you're moving the figure around, it's not stuck in one position. The pen's coming all the way down. It's like a pleather material. It's really nice. Look at the detail in there too. It's got like just numerous colors and washes going on here. And the boots start all the way up top here, and they come all the way down to the bottom. And you can see you can pretty much pop the foot off. I hate doing that with these things. And you can put those little extra boot guards on here, and it'll look like a boot going on, so a seamless kind of boot thing happening. So you got the cape piece here. What's nice in this is you got wire all down the bottom here. You can feel the wire down there, so that is awesome. I love wired stuff. Wired stuff is very fun. You could do all kinds of posing in the wind if you like. Here's the back of the hair. Again, you can put some kind of product stuff in there, but I don't know how long product stuff lasts. I mean, if you put like some kind of mousse in there, won't that like start to flake up after a while, like get funky? So I don't know. I never really put product in my figure's hair. So here's the back piece here. Try to lift up this. She's got the pants going all the way around too in the back. Great detail on the weathering again there also. And there's the boots. Very sweet. The giant heels. Oops, sorry. And these are a little rough on the bottom too, so you don't have to worry about the figure slipping too much. But yeah, that's Phicen is just kicking some serious butt here at these figures. They did a great job. And yeah, I'm happy with this figure. This is very awesome. It keeps going in and out of stock at like Big Bad Toy Store sometimes, and also Entertainment Earth. So pick one up if you can, because that's really amazing. We're going to put it on a turntable and check out her base and see what she can do. Again, be careful with these guys. They are steel skeletons, so she is a heavy figure. But again, messing around with the figure too much, you can crack the figure's limbs and like the back of the elbows and the knees. But you don't have to worry too much about this figure doing that, because if it does crack, you're not really going to see it anyway, because everything's pretty much covered. So bend them at your own risk, of course. Dawn was created by Joseph Michael Linser, and first appearance was in Cry for Dawn #1 from 1989 in CFD Publications, and later into Sirius Image Comics. She is the goddess of birth and rebirth. She was tasked with bringing Lucifer's halo back to him, but she decided she doesn't want to return that quite yet. So she kept it, went to New York after a post-apocalypse happened there, and yeah, battle ensues. Now, if you look at my base there, it's missing a sign. Guess what? One of the signs won't fit into the base because it just doesn't fit. The bottom of the base is like weird in the one spot there, unless I like dig at it or something. Just not going to do that. So, strike one! One of the cool things too about Dawn is her appearance changes on who is viewing her. So she generally appears as this redhead in the different outfits, but she can change her form. It depends on who's looking at her. It's pretty cool. I don't know why they chose this outfit. This is a cool outfit, but she's had like numerous other outfits. The weird skull chest spandex thing looks kind of silly. It looks like a bunch of like skulls wearing like sunglasses. It's kind of odd, but that's what they went for. That's cool, you know. That's cool. But yeah, this figure is fracking awesome. You can pretty much pose her any way you want, of course with limitations. It's if a human can do it, she can almost do it too. I mean, It's pretty awesome. And what's cool about this too is you get an actual stand and a grabber too. And the grabber seems pretty cool. It's not going to damage your figure. I had to use a different one here for more dynamic poses. She may work well on the other one, but you know, just to test the limits a little bit. And again, it is a steel skeleton. Be careful of how you move the body around. You don't want to damage your figure because, I mean, you won't see if it does get ripped underneath the costume, so you just got to be careful. That's all. But here she is with Vampirella. They've met before. And I love these Phicen figure lines. These things are really cool. And they keep coming out with so many. Before it was like one would come out every couple months. Now they're just like getting figures out non-stop, which is awesome. I'd love to get them all, but there's just too many now. So picking and choosing. I got a bunch. I'm going to order a bunch more. So if you like this figure, definitely pick one up before she disappears. I think Entertainment Earth may have some. Big Bad Toy Store gets them in stock once in a while. So check them out if you're into this kind of thing here. So thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to. It helps out my channel big time. And again, until the next video, what I always say is, it's not a doll, it's an action figure.